Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a weekend look at my life. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back, and yes, again, I am in the office. I swear to God, I live in this bloody room. But it is the weekend, believe it or not, and it is already halfway through this day. So I'm going to carry on taking you along for the rest of today and tomorrow and see what we get up to. Matthew is outside at the moment. We've got an issue with the pond. I'll show you that in a little bit and talk you through what we're doing there. I also have a box to unbox, which is alluded to in the title of this video, so stick around for that. I am currently editing video that's going up tomorrow. And I am testing out my new microphone on this video. So this is with my new external microphone, so we will see how it works. I've got a meowing cat as usual. The other cat's already been in here attacking me this morning for attention, so we're just dealing with it today. I don't know where Terry is, what she's up to. She is alive at least. There was a message in our group chat this morning where she said good morning, so she's about and awake, but she's not home. So we will get on with editing this video, and then I'm just looking there because I'm thinking I need a cup of tea, but I just made one, but I've only got about a third of a cup left. So as always, there will be tea making, and I need to go and get this box out of my boot. That's going to be an interesting one. So let's get on with the video. Little pit stop there because Matthew called me and he has stung himself with stinging nettles, so that's lots of fun. And yeah, so I am looking at the sky and it looks like it's about to rain, but hopefully we will be able to show you the pond a bit later. He's currently clearing out the flower bed down the side of the pond, which is uncovering the pipes for the filter and the pump, because we think we've got a leak. Well, I know that there's a leak because we've lost a foot of water in the pond, but I will show you that later. And I'm going to carry on with this. I just realised that I bought in a load of clips that were just me testing my plug-in microphone and without the microphone and all of that jazz. So there's not as many clips as I thought, which is a good thing because editing the clips is what takes the time. So I will get on with that, and I will show you the pond in a bit. Okay guys, I have spent maybe 3 hours maybe doing my editing. I'm at 24 minutes. I'm almost finished, but we had a few issues with the new platform that I'm using to edit. My hands are absolutely freezing. It is getting cold, so we need to go out and do the pond now. Matthew's cleared the way, so let's go and take a look at the pond issues. Okay guys, here we are in the garden. We have a kitty. Say hi, kitty. And we have a pond. So let's have a look. Oh, fish don't like that, babe. So this is our pond, and what you might see back there is that the water level is extremely low. So as you can see, the water level is down here, and it's usually up here, and on Good Friday it was actually up about here. So we have lost about a foot of water, which is kind of scary. Look at my fishies. Say hello, fishies. Hello, you've already been fed today, greedy buggers. But obviously they need their water, so I think that maybe it's the pipe that does the pump and comes out and does the waterfall. So Matthew's going to go and switch it back on. We're going to test and see if we can find anything leaking out of the pipes. If I'm honest, that's what I'm hoping for, because otherwise we've got bigger issues, which we really don't need. So fingers crossed. Okay guys, well that didn't take as long as we thought to figure out. So this pipe here, as you can see, is piddling water out of it. So there is a hole there that we have now got to try and seal off. And that is where all the water has been going. So it's been going all down the side of the pond down here, which is not great. I am glad that we found it sooner rather than later, but now we've got to figure out how to fix it. Okay, so I'm going to ring my sister because it was my brother-in-law that put the pond in and he knows how it all goes in and fixes together. So I'm going to give her a call and see if maybe he's got a good idea of what we need to do or how we need to do it. So let's make that phone call. Okay, so I have just spoken to the brother-in-law. He's going to get a new pipe and we're going to change the whole pipe. And Matthew, the genius that he is, realised what has happened, and it seems that the pipe has got quite stiff over the years, so we think that maybe it's got a little brittle. It's a plastic, like PVC type, well not PVC, it's not as thick as that because it's bendy, but it's like it's bent round in a corner. You can see that if you tried to bend it the other way it'd just snap. It's not like a rubber pipe, so it just seems to have got stiff. And then we think it's had a little hole in it, a little sort of split. And I noticed that the water was going, I'm like, this is leaking, but I don't know where. And then on Good Friday, the waterfall wasn't waterfalling very well. And I was just like, maybe the pump at the bottom's like full of crap from winter. Let's get it out and clean it, which we did. Then we put it back in. And then like 5 days later, I'm like, there's a foot of water missing out of the pond. There is definitely a leak. And Matthew was like, I bet I know what happened. I bet when we got the pump out, we've moved all those pipes and it's made the split in that pipe bigger, so therefore water is rushing out more quickly. So it's a good thing because we found what it is, and then we will be able to keep an eye on that in the future, that if we do notice that it seems to be going down. I'm just so grateful that it's not something in the lining or anything like that, or in the sides of the pond, because that would be so difficult and hard to fix. This is a couple of quid on a pipe, and my brother-in-law coming around and changing it over for us. So thank you. So we'll get him to do that. He said electrical tape and duct tape for now, so that we can turn the pump back on, because obviously it's not great the pump being off for very long, and it's been off for over 24 hours now, so I'd rather get it back on. And yeah, I need to get new sponges for the filter as well. And I just need to have somebody come round and make the pond look pretty for me, because I'm very well aware that it's not doing what I hoped it would do, being the shape that it is and being just the fish and stuff. I mean, I've got a couple of lilies in there now. There's some pondweed that's definitely growing, but it's not maintaining itself as well as I would like it to. So I need a bit of pond expertise, but you know, it's really difficult to actually find people that are like willing to actually come and take a look. You know, they'll stay in the shop and they'll tell you from the shop, but it's just like, no, you need to see it. And yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that is the pond saga solved at least. So that's something. I am going to have some lunch. It's 4 o'clock, it's not lunchtime. And then I'm going to finish off editing my video. And my big three today were recording the video, editing a video, and I had something else, but I can't remember what it was. So I kind of nearly got 2 of my big 3 done for the day, so that's good. Look at Twinkle out there. Look at her. Bless her heart. Okay, right, gonna make some lunch. Okay guys, Terry has just rung and remind me, well no, I rang her to see whether she wanted dinner or not tonight, and she reminded me that we're going out for dinner with her grandparents who are moving in a couple of weeks away from the area, and we're going out for a family dinner, and I forgot all about it. So now I just ran up the stairs. That was silly. Now I've got to go and have a shower quickly and kind of make this look more presentable for the public. I don't know even how I forget these things, because I knew it was happening. I just forgot that it was happening. I don't know. Menopause brain, maybe? I don't know. Perimenopause brain. Wow guys, it is a lot later. I thought I would come and close out the day. I've just been out for dinner in my nice dress. My daughter's grandparents, her dad's parents, are moving in a few weeks, and they invited the family out for dinner, and so we've just been to that, and I completely forgot. I knew it was coming, like I knew about it during the week. I knew it was on Saturday, and then I don't know, it wasn't spoken about for a day, and I just completely like forgot that it was today. So I phoned Terry up at 5 o'clock and asked her if she was home for dinner, or was going to ask her if she's home for dinner, and she said, "How did you know I wanted to talk to you?" And I was like, well, it's 6 mummy sense. And she was just like, yeah, so we're going to be home at 5, and then we're commandeering the bathroom for 2 hours. And I was like, right. She goes, because we've got to be dinner at 7:15. And I was like, oh, and that's when it dawned on me at 10 to 5. So I had to have a quick shower and get myself sorted and get myself presentable. But it was a really nice dinner, and it's going to be sad. They're moving about 2 and a bit hours away, so my daughter's pretty upset about it because she likes the fact that they're just in the next town, just 4 miles away, and before we moved here she could walk to theirs. Obviously she doesn't do it anywhere near as often as she should, because, you know, who does go and visit family as often as they should? But it's knowing that they're there, you know, they are there. If you wanted to go and see them, they're there. But now they're not going to be, so she's a little bit upset about that. But it was really nice to get everybody together and have dinner. The cats got a bit upset that we were away for so long, I think. Kitty up in the window. You can see the tail. You can't see the rest of her because, you know, it's dark out there. But yeah, I came home and Twinkle was curled up in Terry's oodie, which was really cute. So that's it. I'm going to get into my gym jams, have a cup of tea. Not going to have any chocolate because I haven't got any. And yeah, I will pick you back up tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So here's the thing. I don't wear makeup very often at all, and there's a good reason for that. I can't be bothered, basically. And last night I put a bit of makeup on because we were going out, and I completely forgot that I'd put any makeup on and forgot to take it off because I don't usually wear makeup. So there's the downside to wearing makeup when you're somebody who doesn't wear makeup. I'm also covered in cat hair because I just picked my cat up. But I just live my life covered in cat hair, really. Also forgot to put my roller back in the freezer last night, because last night when I was getting ready, don't know if you ever get this, but normally I only dry my roots and that's fine, but I dried my hair properly last night and straightened it because we were going out, and I end up so hot and red-faced when I put all that heat around my face for so long. So, and I could not cool down, so Matthew went and got this for me in an attempt to help cool it down. Didn't work, but I forgot to put it in the freezer, so I didn't get to use this morning. Well, I did. It was still actually cold, but not freezing. Not quite to the ice roller. But now it's time for breakfast. We have got to fix the hole in the pond today, so we're going to go and do that once breakfast is had, and we also need to go and get that box out of my boot and unpack it. So that's Twinkle. I don't know what she's meowing at. She is just sitting there. Yeah, what's the matter? Are you a cranky old lady? Yeah? Can you hear anything I'm saying? No? No. Let's get some breakfast. Okay, that is brekkie consumed, and I have realised I also have to finish my video editing, so I might go and take a quick look at that, see if I can get that done. I think I was nearly there, so then I can export and get that uploading for you guys this afternoon, and then we'll do the pond and the unboxing. And that's the other cat. Hello. You want to come and say hello? Meow. Say hi. Say hi, kitty, kitty, kitty. Do try not to show you their bums, but they do seem to like, they do seem to like to put their bums to the camera. It's like a sixth sense or something. Let's go check the video and see if it's ready. Well, it's not going to be ready. I know it's not ready. Back in my home away from home. Well, it's not even away from home, is it? My glasses are filthy. Tips for keeping your glasses clean. Now this isn't even smudges. It's like, I don't know, dust or something. I don't know. It's just spotty, which isn't great. I love wearing glasses. I actually quite enjoy wearing glasses. However, I don't like how dirty they get all the time. I'm pretty good at not touching the lenses, so they don't often get greasy fingerprints, but they do get dirty. And when you clean them and put them back on, you're like, oh my gosh, I can see better than I thought I could ever see. But they don't clean very easy. I just find that a lot of these types of cloths and stuff just smear. And you kind of have to go and water and really go some to get them clean, and that's not even clean, but it's better. It's better. So let me get the video up and let's see where we're at. I think I might end it where it is, just find my ending for it, because there seems to be quite a few clips. So I'm gonna have a look at the clips that I've got left, see if there's anything important in there, and if not, I'll find the end one and do that, because it's getting a little on the long side, and I try to keep my vlogs to under 30 minutes if I can. So let's sort that out. Okay guys, so I had an issue with my GPU, technical stuff, no idea. And it wouldn't let me finish the video, but Matthew fixed it. We closed some tabs, it's working. And it is now rendering, so once it's finished rendering I'll be able to upload it to YouTube, so it will definitely go out on time tonight, which is fantastic. It is getting a little bit grey out there, so I'm going to head out now and do the pond so that we can start the pump up again for the fishes and fill it up. So that is the plan now while this is rendering, and then I'll come back and upload it to YouTube, and then it'll be almost time to say goodbye. But I do want to unbox that box that is in my boot before we go, so stick around for that. So I am armed, and I'm wondering if I can get Matthew to mow the lawn today. Look at the state of it. I love it actually. I quite like it to be thick and lush, and the birdies like it too. So anyway, let's go and see if we can get this pond fixed. So I'm here at the pond, and there is a hole which I will show you again, but it's in a really awkward place, and we've got to try and not let any more water leak out of it so that we can get the tape round while it's dry. This is going to be a challenge. So the hole is around here, so it's right in line with this, which means we have to move this out, which means we've kind of got to lift it, but it goes downhill there and water pools in there and then pisses out here. So we shall have to see what we can do. Okay guys, we have stuck some tape round. Matthew is now going to turn the pump on, and we're going to see if we have a leak. It is so difficult because you cannot get around because of the other pipe and the wood being there, so fingers crossed. Okay. And that is how the waterfall is supposed to look. So before, I've got a bit of vertical image that I'll put in and show you that at that end it was all like not coming through properly, but now you can see it's actually scooping over and not touching the wood, which is how it's supposed to be. Oh, look at the fish, bless them, like, oh, oxygen. So yes, that's much better, and it seems to be holding up currently. So we'll have to keep an eye on it, keep checking back and making sure that there's no leak, but now we can at least fill it up and give the fishes some more of their water. Yay! Well, somebody else is mowing their lawn, so I hope you can hear me okay. But the fix started dripping. So a drip is obviously better than gushing water, and it will take longer. But we just can't see, it's just right next to the entrance, so we just can't seal it off enough. So Matthew suggested using the overflow excess pipe that we use to clean the filters and to drain off when it gets too high. We could put that in the pond instead, so it's flowing through the filters, through the exit pipe back into the pond, which is an option, but then we're not getting the oxygenation from the fountain hitting the water and creating those bubbles. So he suggested like laying it over the top of the fountain and securing it some way so that the water goes into the pond but is being dropped down. Still not going to be as good, but possibly an option. So we're going to measure the pipe now, see how long it is, so Tommy can get another one and check the diameter, because it's actually thinner than the exit and entrance pipe. The pipe that goes from the pond to the filter and the pipe that goes from the filter to the excess, they're the same size, but the one that comes from the filter into the waterfall is slightly thinner, so can't just be a straight swap. So we found a hole in the external pipe, which we have now cut off that much of so that we haven't got any leaks, and we have got this pipe running now from the shed to here. We've got a little pot that is hilly, so we're going to make a makeshift thing so that it doesn't just like plunder into the pond but sprays a little bit like the waterfall does. And I've got the tape out again so that I can wrap it around the pipe, pull it over the side of the pond and anchor it somewhere down here so that it doesn't fly out of the pond at any point. And we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. Yay! Okay, I feel like I'm filthy now. We have our workaround. Do you want to see what we've done? Okay, so we have a little brick situation here as a counterweight with, because this one's got holes in it, it's not actually that heavy, so we've got a solid brick on top here, and then the tape goes around the pipe, and then we have screwed this into the wood, which I don't like doing but needs must, so that we have like a fountain situation. And I'm very glad that you're on that tripod nice and secure. So that is what we have done, hoping that it's going to hold. And now we're going to fill up the pond so the fish have the water that they're supposed to have. Yay! Okay guys, so this is the unboxing that I promised you, but as you can see, you can't hear what I'm saying, so I'm having to do a voiceover. So this is a box of stuff that my nan knitted, and my dad gave me this box and said, you know, sort through it, do what you want with it. And it's absolutely heartbreaking because, you know, certain things I could have had my daughter in, and my sister could have had her daughter in, and my cousins could have had their boys in, and it makes me really sad that these have just been stuck in a loft for years and years and years. And the worst thing is my dad is a big smoker, and you see me sniffing the stuff there because it just smells like smoke and like it's been in a loft for years and years and years. He also had it out in his garage for a little bit, so it's kind of got that kind of damp, musky, nicotine kind of scent to it, so it just wasn't great. So I basically unboxed the whole box here for you to have a look at, and the reason why I'm having to do a voiceover is because I did a time lapse, or you know, I changed my camera settings to that time lapse feature that I've got to stop using because I forget to change it. How cute is that hat? And I was doing a time lapse of me taking buckets of water up to the pond, which I decided not to put in here because this video was getting a little bit on the long side. So I skipped to the next bit and realised that you couldn't hear a word I was saying because, you know, it's on a little bit of a time lapse thing with this function that's on my camera. So I'm not ever using that function again because it's just not doing me any favours, obviously. So yeah, this cardigan was a little bit discoloured. But what I did was I took all of this stuff and I put it in the wash, put it in with some washer whiffs, some Scentsy washer whiffs. Oh, how adorable is that? And there's actually a hat that goes with that. And there it is. So cute. So there's a pink one and a white one. And the funny thing is, guys, I washed these, and when it came out, I'd forgotten that there was a pink one. And when I looked at it, because I think I shared the white one on my socials at the time, and I was like, oh my God, I've dyed it, because there is a red pair of mittens in here, and I thought that they dyed it, but they hadn't. So that's a full-on peach set there. There was that dress top, then the sort of leggingy things, then the hat and the mittens. So cute. And she hand knitted all of these things. She was a great little knitter. She taught me to knit. And it's so of the time, these little knitted items, absolutely adorable. This little vest is well cute. So things are still kind of smelling. I washed them, let them dry. I've let them air out a little bit. They're sitting in my living room, but they've still got that smell. So I'm going to do another wash with them in a complete liquid, soft, Scentsy soft, and there's the offending red mittens that didn't leak, and washer whiffs again, and see if I can get them to smell okay, because there are some babies in my wheelhouse, in my close friends and whatnot, that I could donate some of these items to that they might like. How adorable, tiny little scratch mitts, cute little dresses. Just adorable, and such a shame that they've been hidden away for so long. So that looked like dolls. There's some little dolls clothes by the looks of it that she knitted, because or maybe preemie baby, but they are tiny. So I was quite emotional about it, guys, because, you know, loved my nan to bits, and she passed away when I was 16. So that's how long these have been in my dad's loft. You know, it's absolutely crazy. Half knitted something there, so that went straight in the bin. It wasn't very nice. It was it wasn't great, so I just put that bag to the side and got rid of that. But yeah, bag of zips, so they might come in handy. You know, I don't like, you know, been off-putting all of my sewing projects because I'm scared to put in zips. Now I've got loads to practice with, so that's good. So guys, that is it for this video. Sorry there was no sound at the end here. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you've been up to this bank holiday weekend. And I hope that you will subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can catch me in the next one. Bye for now.